I can see the Del Narcis having.
No, I gave it to you.
I gave it to her, she didn't give it back.
My name is Chris. I'm an artist and I love to learn about and make pictures of wildlife.
Alright, so then I guess Mike.
And this is Emily. This is her research project, and she let me come along as a quote-unquote volunteer, even though, as you will see, I'm really not that much help.
So we're gonna see what birds are using the livestock tanks out here at the MIMS. We're gonna sit at the tanks for 10 minutes and determine what species are there, how many of each species, any behaviors they can determine, such as foraging, drinking, singing, and then where they are in relation to the tank. So are they in the tank actively using it? Are they out in the grassland somewhere? So we're trying to determine.
This is Maureen. She is Emily's advisor, and luckily for me, she enjoys explaining things to people who don't know anything.
On their little, and warm up their little breaths. So the tank site that you and I are going to is this one, is this dam 20. So we're trying to figure out what characteristics of the different tanks make them suitable for different birds. So we call this tank where we're going is called the Longspur tank because when I first came out here 2 years ago, there were flocks of 100, 200 Longspurs using that tank. And so the question was, why do they like that tank so much?
From what Maureen told me, they're called Longspurs because of this extra long claw on their back toe.
And Longspurs are one of our populations experiencing pretty steep decline, about 2 to 3% per year across North America. And so we, if there's something that they like about a tank, we might want to replicate that elsewhere to try to help that population.
We're on the Dixon Water Foundation's MIMS unit, a research ranch right next to Marfa, Texas. As you can see, we're in a pretty severe drought period.
It's dry right now.
Just a couple hundred yards walk to get to the stock tank we're going to observe.
Yeah, there's just ever so slightly like a part of a track there, but it doesn't look like the really light lizard tracks. I don't know.
I know it looks kind of sad, but most of the tank sites Emily's studying are completely dry right now, and even this little bit of water is a luxury. The study includes audio data as well. Autonomous recording units are capturing bird sounds at all of the sites for 10 minutes every hour throughout the day. Maureen is really good at identifying and counting birds.
Thick-billed, thick-billed, thick-billed. They're mostly thick-billed. There's the chestnut-collared.
I'm not good at it at all. I need more practice aiming a scope or binoculars at the birds so I can actually find them once I get it up to my eyes. Maureen tells me that we saw 2 different species of longspurs at the tank. This is a thick-billed longspur. They're mostly speckled tan with a bit of reddish brown on the wing near the shoulder. I did eventually get a few looks at them, but they jump and flit around a lot and didn't sit still long enough for me to ever tell which of the 2 species I was looking at. And this is the second species, the Chestnut-collared Longspur. They have bolder markings and a rust-colored patch on the back of their necks, which I never actually saw for myself. This is the best I could get on video. Look really close and you can see them fluttering around a bit. And then we head back.
See the 2, that's a hop right there. Those 2 little rabbit feet or something. But too small to be a jackrabbit. I feel like it's too big to be a kangaroo rat.
You think too big?
No, I don't think so.
It could be like a bannertail or something. It's a pretty big kangaroo rat. And you see between them, there might be a tail
a little bit of a
indentation
tail. I
there.
think you're right. I think that's a kangaroo rat. Sure.
that one road was really tricky. We had turned on the proper road to begin with, but we missed the turn to the right.
So what did you guys see?
We had nothing. We
Nothing
had
at all.
None seen, none heard, no flyby.
We had 10 longspurs in the longspur tank, 5 of each, 5 chestnut-collared and 5 thick-keeled, and they all came down and used the water.
That's it for travel now. I have to.
I definitely saw some
Very few, or like a couple
Yeah.
larks. I had
Breaking
a red
records
tail
for
in my
us.
tank before.
I would
this
hope
survey,
so.
and
And Emily gave me a sticker of a chestnut-colored longspur. So all this may not seem too exciting, going to a dry bone desert ranch to see 10 birds or no birds at all, but this data that Emily's collecting over time will hopefully show us how to manage these lands to help these grassland birds that we're losing to really rapid population decline.